In today's video, I attempt to make chicken noodle soup for one, which ends up being more like chicken noodle soup for six. And I do end up sharing this with my mother and father-in-law so they can have multiple meals with this pot of soup and also freeze some of it. But this ends up being the best chicken noodle soup I've ever made. So come with me and I'll show you how I did it. I'm stepping over my puppy and his bed and his dog toys. Let me show you. Yeah. So I got this going on underfoot and this. So bear with me and I'll just see how far I can get with this soup. And also I'm not quite ready to start making the stock with the chicken because the chicken is frozen. So I thought while I'm waiting for that, okay, that's the bell. He needs to go potty. Okay, we are back. Hands are washed. And back to the carrots. I don't even remember what I was saying, but the chicken isn't thawed yet. So I just thought I would prep some vegetables and get a head start. My puppy is wrestling with his bed right now. I don't know if you can hear him in the background. I'm kind of making chicken noodle soup for one. Although there will be leftovers because I'm clearly not going to eat all of these carrots. These onions aren't the homegrown ones. We'll go down and get those in a minute. I'm going to just use these in the broth. So I'm just going to cut them and set them aside. You don't need to peel them. Same with this celery. I'm going to cut some up for the soup, but I'm going to also use a bunch of stalks in the broth. It's probably off camera, but I'm just going to set these aside. I have to keep reminding myself that this is just basically for one person. I'm so used to making giant pots of soup. It's hard to keep this under control. Okay, let's head downstairs and get some onions and garlic. So this is just a pool table with a cover on it. And it's probably kind of hard to see everything, but I've got all of the garlic right here. And then on the perimeter, I have all of the onions, which there's just so many onions, so much more, I guess, than I thought I had. So I'm really happy with this. I'm just going to grab a couple onions. Let's grab a bulb of garlic. There we go. I grew these onions from seed. Actually, this is kind of a lot. Once again, I'm thinking of making my typical pot of soup, and I'm not going to need this much onion. I keep having to remind myself that this is just an attempt at soup for one person with a little bit of leftover. I will use this tomorrow. It won't go to waste. Okay, that is everything we need to chop up. So let's just start making the broth. The chicken is now thawed. Before I forget, let's get some thyme. That should be plenty. I'm going to tie it in a bundle, so that should be good. Now we're sleeping. Okay, my pot is nice and hot, so I'm going to add in my favorite oil. This is their new high temp oil, which I love. While the oil is heating up, I'm just going to season the chicken. Salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and a little bit of cayenne pepper. Skip that if you don't like it. You could add something else. And then I just go like this. Skin side down. Okay, it's been 3 minutes. Look at that. Beautiful. Probably kind of loud. Hopefully you can hear me okay. But oh my God, this is why I like to do this step first. It just really contributes to making a fantastic chicken broth, chicken stock base to your soup. Okay, it has been 3 minutes on each side. So I'm going to add in the onions, celery, our big bunch of thyme, and chicken stock. I'm also adding in some water because I don't have enough liquid to cover this. And I just want to bring this up to a boil. I'm also going to add in some chicken bouillon powder. I can always add more of that later if I need it, or if I find that I've added too much, I can just add more water. This is going to be so good. Okay, it's just starting to boil. I'm just going to give it a little stir. I'm going to turn this down. Well, it's 10 after 4, so a little late to be getting started on a meal like this. But you know what? When you're cooking for yourself, you can serve dinner whatever time you want. I kind of like that. It's kind of nice. It's a nice treat. You know what? I'm going to do this because I just find that it just boils too vigorously if I don't pop the lid open a little bit on that. We'll be back. I'm going to strain the broth. And I'm just going to get the pieces of chicken out so that we can get all the meat off the bones. There we go. We have our beautiful broth. While I wait for the chicken to cool, I'm going to give the broth a taste test and see if we need to make any adjustments. It's good. This smells delicious. I'm going to add flour. I'm doing approximately equal parts flour to butter. Okay, it's been about a minute. You just want to keep stirring it so it doesn't stick to the bottom, and you don't want that flour to burn. Let's get this beautiful broth added back in. The color is just stunning. Look at that. Dinner for 1 is upon us. It's now looking like dinner for 4. So I'm going to let this cook down for a little bit. Let these carrots cook through and get soft, and of course the celery too. I'm going to cook up the noodles, get the chicken off the bones, and we will be ready to serve this up very shortly. I'm adding the chicken in. I really wish I had fresh parsley, and I would add a bunch of it in. Really missing that, but I'm working with what I've got, so it is what it is. Now, instead of adding all the noodles in, I don't like to add that into this pot because I just feel like they get mushy and it kind of ruins it. So I just do this. I scoop up my soup, and then, first of all, I like to add more pepper because I love pepper. And then I just go in with a bunch of noodles right on top. I mean, look at this. Oh, look at that. If this doesn't say fall is coming and it's a little bit cool outside and the leaves are just starting to change colors and football is on and the Lions play tomorrow, I don't know what does then. Let's give this a try. Here's a bite for you. I'm a complete mess because I've been tending to an 11-week-old puppy all day and for the last couple of weeks, but he's amazing. Let's give this what I know is already an amazing pot of soup. Let's give it a try. It's so hot. Let's get the time while I'm waiting for this bite to cool off. 6:51. Not too bad. I mean, I took my time making it. I really didn't take my time purposefully. I just had a lot of stops and restarts due to the puppy. But this really is super easy and it doesn't take that long. The longest part is just waiting for your broth to cook. That's really it. So you're not doing anything during that time. Ooh. It's so good. It's perfect. The broth is perfect. It's just so cozy. It's cozy and delicious and comforting and warm, but with all the veggies in there, well, primarily the carrots and the celery. I just love that. I don't like potatoes in my chicken noodle soup, but you could certainly add that too if you wanted it. This is just one of my favorite things this time of year, and I hope you'll give it a try. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. If you think you'd make this, or if you do something different, how you do your chicken noodle soup, and we can chat about it. So I just want to say thanks so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me in the kitchen today. I truly appreciate and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. And I just want to say thank you so much. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content. It's free. And if you like cooking, gardening, and dogs, you found your place. You're welcome here. We would love to have you. I hope you'll join us, and I can't wait to see you next time.